Sunday evening action in the USL Championship. It's the push to the playoffs. And tonight from Segra Field in Leesburg, Virginia, it's Loudoun United playing host to the Tampa Bay Rowdies. With the former pro striker Ricky Lopez-Espin, I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us. The standings in the Eastern Conference, Loudoun United moving out of a home playoff spot. 3 points tonight. They can move back into third spot where they have been for most of this season, while the Tampa Bay Rowdies, they're on the outside looking in. 3 points today would go a long way in keeping close to Indy 11 and Rhode Island just above them. For Loudoun United, a team that is the fourth most goals coming into the weekend of the USL Championship. They need to rely on that because they've conceded quite a bit as of late.
What we see in Ryan Martin and this Loudoun United side, it's a well-balanced attack. They can score goals in different ways, whether it is through 1v1 ability, combination play, but also playing a little bit more direct. For Ryan Martin at home, expect them to really ask some questions of Tampa Bay Rowdies and that back line because they've been a little bit shaky as of late.
A key cog in the attack is Loudoun midfielder Florian Velo, a team-high 8 assists this year.
Florian Velo is just so influential the way that Loudoun wants to attack the game. He has the freedom to go and search the games to get in a rhythm. When he does get into that final third, he has the quality to find that final pass. Expect Florian Velo to be involved early and often here at Segra Field.
Velo in the starting lineup today for Loudoun. For the Tampa Bay Rowdies, a team that under Dom Casciato has started to find some form. They're scoring goals, but they're conceding just a little bit too much. They're on a 3-match unbeaten run right now. Today's match against Loudoun will be very important, and they've really turned to the low knee in their forward, Woobens Pacius, who has helped to remedy the goal scoring this year.
Woobens Pacius is just a nightmare to defend because he can do a little bit of everything, whether it is dropping deep, being part of the build-out phase, but where he excels is in that final third, the ability to stretch the game. He needs to be the best player on the field if Tampa wants to come on the road and take all the points.
Building you up to first kick today from a sunny Segra Field. Sunday evening action in the USL Championship. It's all about the playoffs on this last Sunday of September. We'll have lineups and first kick coming up next.
Meet Bob.
Did you sign up for your boating class?
Nah, I gotta learn how to swim first.
Meet Abasola.
New shoes?
They are a lifestyle.
They fell in love and now have a blended family.
You are a bad influence.
You're welcome.
Life isn't always easy when cultures collide.
Hey, Auntie.
But they can always count that Abasola loves Bob.
Everything's gonna be great.
And Bob hearts Abasola.
Weekdays at 7 on DCW 50.
This is business today. Fast, unpredictable, always changing. Shifting trends and technologies are pushing aside old rules. The unexpected is the new normal. At Segra, we'll help you navigate a complex future with state-of-the-art voice, internet, and data protection solutions. We know you have dreams, and we see your potential. Segra, freedom to grow.
DC News Now, bigger and only getting better.
Join us as we welcome Susan Tran to the DC News Now team.
Decades of journalism experience, a steadfast commitment to community, and an energy we can't wait for. Susan Tran joins DC News Now, super serving the DMV with Susan Tran at the anchor desk.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now.
What kind of future do you want? You have something worth fighting for.
Failure is not an option. Anyone? Just a second, Bradley. Anyone?
On this field, win is important.
Hold on to your butts. I know who did it.
I know why.
My thing's bigger.
Shut up.
Settle up, partner.
Here goes nothing.
Get your game on.
Thanks for coming after me.
We look forward to our very bright future.
Building you up to first kick today from Loudoun as Loudoun United takes on the Tampa Bay Rowdies here at Segra Field. The teams taking to the fields, both wearing their colors today. It'll be green against red. The starting lineups are brought to you by VSI, the ultimate choice for ultimate spine solutions. We'll start with Loudoun United and head coach Ryan Martin. It's going to be a 3-4-3 today. Drew Skundrich, an important player in the center of the park.
Drew Skundrich is so influential about Loudoun United. Expect him to drop a little bit deeper and be that security blanket within that front three. He needs to keep the ball moving when he is in possession, allowing Tommy McCabe to be a little bit more aggressive. So that central location for Ryan Martin is really important if they want to pick up 3 points here at home.
Loudoun United coming off a 2-2 draw last time out against Phoenix. For Tampa Bay and head coach Dominic Casciano, a 3-4-2-1 today. Alex Mendez, a new player with this team, he'll get the start today.
Mendez is going to have the freedom just to go and search the game. Expect him to push a little bit higher and get touches. He can beat you 1v1. He can beat you through combination play. If he can get on the rhythm, expect that front three to be expansive, expect him to be aggressive, and expect him to really test Loudoun United's back line.
And with that, we are set for first kick today. A Loudoun United side that just needs a handful of more results here in the final month of the season. And right now, it's a Loudoun team right in the playoff picture. 3 points today, they can move back into third spot in one of those home playoff spots. But for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, they have some work to do. 6 points out of the playoffs as things stand at the moment, behind Indy 11. And 3 points today would go a very long way. Remember, Loudoun United has never made the playoffs in their club history. Fans are ready. Our referee, Thomas Snyder, is ready. And so are we. An 80-degree day here in Leesburg, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C. There is the whistle. And Florian Villot gets us underway. It's Loudoun United taking on the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Hugo Farouz sending it long over the top to start. It's a Loudoun side that's coming off a 2-2 draw against Phoenix Rising last time out. Phoenix has played two of pretty much the exact same games. They went down early against Loudoun. They went down early yesterday against Oakland, and then they stormed back and earned a result in both of those games. Loudoun conceding on a couple of set plays, a throw-in and a corner. And now it's a Loudoun team that feels like they should have had 3 points last week, back at home, trying to get things back on the right track.
If you are Ryan Martin, a response is needed from your side, especially with how frustrated that game against Phoenix Rising left you. Defensively, you have to have the ability to win your individual duels, and that will give you a foundation to allow your attacking players to be those game changers that they are. So an early start here for Loudoun is going to be really important to get in a rhythm.
2-2-1 over their last 5 games, Loudoun United. They conceded those 2 straight goals against Phoenix. Last time out, they also conceded 3 straight goals against San Antonio a couple weeks back. So keying in on the defensive end will be crucial today for Loudoun. And a whistle here as our referee Thomas Snyder has a word with Forrest Lasso. It's Kimi Ordonez who is down, Guatemalan international.
What addition Ordonez has been for Loudoun United. A slasher, his mobility, very technically sound as well. He's a complete striker, especially in the way that Ryan Martin wants his attacking players to go after this game. He's going to be a big focal point for the home side.
It'll be a free kick here. Jonas Learman to put it back in play for Loudoun. It's played long over the top. The cross coming into the middle. It's headed away again. Skundrich moves it back centrally. It's another clearance as far as Garrison Tubbs there, who gets the start at center back today.
Just see how aggressive Tampa Bay is setting up, trying to force turnovers high up the field. So decision-making when trying to bypass that initial line of pressure. Good action here for Ben Mines.
Mines tripped up. It's a free kick just outside the area. And the referee might have something else here. And he will. It's a yellow card for Guillen.
Fantastic recognition from the back line of Loudoun, saying that if I look forward, it's a 1v1 on that top line. Ben Mine's doing a fantastic job at just fending off Guillen, and a little bit of separation right here, that touch. Notice how he cuts down the angle. Handful of the jersey goes down really clever from Ben Mines, and more importantly, a dangerous set piece 4 minutes in for Loudoun United.
Yellow cards are presented by Continental Cards. Continental Cards, elevate your collection. It's a great opportunity for Florian Velo and Pedro Santos to stand over this. Santos will curl this in. It's Bill Hamid at full stretch to come and claim it.
Caught between two minds. Pedro Santos a little bit too close to Bill Hamid, allowing him just to step up and secure this ball from that angle. You need to split the difference, trying to catch the keeper out in no man's land.
A homecoming of sorts for Bill Hamid in goal today. From 2007 to 2019 with DC United. He's from Annandale, Virginia. And now plying his trade with the Tampa Bay Rowdies in his first season with the club after coming over from Miami FC. This Tampa Bay Rowdies side, unbeaten over their last three, 1-0-2. They've scored multiple goals in their last 3 matches. And as Dominic Casciano told us, he was happy with the performance in that 2-2 draw against North Carolina, but unhappy in the way that it happened, conceding in one of the last kicks of the game against NCFC. He said, though, it was probably one of the better performances since he has taken over as this comes through for Hamid.
For Dominic Casciano and the Tampa Bay Rowdies, they're looking for consistency when a new coach comes in, changes the identity, how they want to approach games on and off the ball tactically. So players are still starting to figure out what Dominic wants, especially in the spaces that they operate in. And in doing that, now you get a little bit of inconsistency. The dips start to go high, a little bit lower as well. But for Dominic Casciano, playing himself into this game, especially on the road in a very hostile environment, will be really a big challenge for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Here's Tubbs.
Just notice the numbers committed forward for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. So if you are Skundrich or Tommy McCabe, if you can get a line higher in terms of your positioning, now the whole field will start to open up just like this.
Chance to play in behind. Too much on that pass. This will trickle all the way into the corner, and it will be out of play for a throw-in. Tampa Bay side that has to key in defensively. Tied for the least clean sheets in the USL Championship with just 1. Their only clean sheet, though, came in Casciano's second match in charge. A 1-0 win at Hartford. And with the way Hartford is playing, those don't come around too often for Hartford Athletic, being held off the score sheet.
Hartford, one of, if not the most informed team right now in all of USL Championship. Going into the switchbacks this weekend. 2-0 win. Have a final coming up against Sacramento Republic. Brendan Burke has pressed all the right buttons to get the best out of his side.
It was a team that, I mean, to be frank, looked dead in the water early in the season. They were not getting results whatsoever, but with a lot of credit to Brendan Burke getting that right. He's such an experienced coach in this league. He has pushed those right buttons. This is how to play. That pressure from Tampa Bay really giving Loudoun some fits right now.
That last action was fantastic for Dominic Casciano's side. As that front line goes, that is when you are Crisosimo or Mendez. They need to stay connected within that front line to keep this game squeezed and compact. The times that line has had success, that's when we've seen the Rowdies be a little bit overextended and leaving themselves vulnerable. So doing everything in unison.
There's the pressure now from Loudoun to pay off. Velo. It's very similar setups between Loudoun and Tampa Bay, pretty much playing the same system in terms of formation. Interesting to see how they clash as this cross comes in, floated into the middle and cleared away. It was Blake Bodley coming over to head it clear. Velo had to get out of the way of the referee, and now the whistle comes. It'll be a free kick back to the Rowdies. USL on ESPN2. Watch Sunday, October 5th for a clash of championship teams fighting for playoff life. Eastern Conference Rhode Island FC battles to stay above the playoff line, in Western Conference Las Vegas Lights look to climb above the line. October 5th at 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Rhode Island just on the outside looking in, another one of those teams that Tampa Bay is looking to chase. Right now, they are the team in between Indy 11 and this Tampa Bay side. Rhode Island, you know what they can do at the end of a season like they did last year. Turned over, Velo, the cross, and it's taken by Bill Hamid just in front of Kimi Ordonez.
Flawless positioning from Bill Hamid. The ability to split the difference, not to get beat at his near post, but also be very quick at commanding his 6-yard box. 10 minutes in, he's done a really good job at just instilling some confidence for this Tampa Bay Rowdies side within their defensive set.
Again, turned over. Here's Kimi Ordonez.
Just needs to be a bit quicker for Loudoun United. Once you do have the ability to force a turnover, your first look needs to be forward and trying to catch out the Rowdies out of position.
Move down the line, Dambrot gets this ahead for Mines. His early cross is blocked out of play. Aaron Guillen, former USL Championship best 11 player, still getting it done for this Tampa Bay side.
There's so much experience to this backside for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. You look at Forrest Lasso, who's been a defender of the year. Lawrence White, that is almost a player that can play every single position on the field. Talking about Guillen, best 11. All complement each other extremely well and very comfortable with the ball at their feet at playing out of the back.
Dambrot tried to leave it there. Couldn't quite get out from underneath his feet. Gonna play out through the middle. Here come the Rowdies. Close down quickly. There's Learman, had to be quick in possession and was. Yeah, the pressure really on both sides is giving the opposite team some difficulties when they look to play out.
So if you are specifically a defender for either one of these sides, you need to be extremely clean with your decision making. Your first touch needs to bypass a player, move the ball so you can open up passing lanes, and also your decision making. You need to be very direct and decisive when trying to play out of the back.
There is that direct ball over the top for Learman as he was under pressure. Foul here, Skundrich upended. Here's McCabe to get it going again quickly for Loudoun. Trying to break lines in behind. Velo puts it in the middle. Kimi Ordonez saved. Bill Hamid turning back the years. What a stop.
Fantastic bit of play. Notice the movement from Florian Velo. Very unselfish. But if you are Ordonez, you overrun this ball. Notice how he has to stop his run and reach back across his body. As an attacking player, let the ball come across and you just run onto it and simply just guide it in. That little bit of hesitation allows Bill Hamid to make himself big, and a fantastic save for the goalkeeper, the Rowdies.
Bill Hamid has played for so many teams in this area of the country, in the DMV. Obviously for DC United, now playing against Loudoun United, but he's also played for Virginia Dream, Northern Virginia as well, as the flag comes up for offside. To finish that thought, he's also played for the Maryland Bobcats. So he is the owner of so many, at least playing for teams in this area of the country. So he's probably due for a big game today and already an early save.
Has answered every single question asked of him. Bill Hamid, about half of a yard offside. That is a really good ball in from Mendez as Paul Marie comes in between.
Trying to play over the top. Ordonez cuts it in. Ordonez, it's blocked. Guillen and Lasso there, and two have partnered at the back for so many years, and combining there to stifle that chance for Ordonez. Good ball out wide for Blake Bodley. He'll stride forward down the left. Bodley towards the top of the area. Pasillas plays it in. Trying to touch that around the corner. Some contact there. Mines to get out of the way. And now a foul here. And there may have been some afters there as Mines is staying down. Paul Marie getting into it here as he was the one tangled up, it appeared.
Not the best ball in for Pasillas, but I just want you to notice the aftermath here from Ben Mines and Paul Marie right here, little kick out. Just no need. Extremely lucky to stay on this field. The ball's gone, no intent to play the ball. Fortunate Thomas Schneider, unable to see it, no VAR here in USL Championship, so extremely lucky for Paul Marie.
Ben Mines is now being checked out here. And that happened right as the ball was cleared upfield, so I wonder if the referee may have already turned his head. He just may not have seen that last action unless the AR maybe caught it on the far side. Four sets of eyes looking at it, at least from an officiating standpoint. A yellow card has been given to Paul Marie here. Coming over from San Jose, where he's been since 2018, switching coasts. Yellow cards are presented by Continental Cards. Continental Cards, elevate your collection.
Good work from Ben Mines as well, just to drop back and do his defensive duties. The best little action that we've seen from the Rowdies in terms of their possession. Pasillas comes centrally, allowing Paul Marie to come around the corner. Even better recognition from Ben Mines, and that's a conversation that he's having with Thomas Schneider right now, how Paul Marie is still on this field, and rightly so.
Mines going through his rumps. He does not have to come off the field here because there was a yellow card. It appears Mines will come off the field. This may have been because it was a concussion test. Regardless, they'll have to be waived on, and that's, I think, what Ryan Martin and the coaching staff for Loudoun are saying. They think he should just stay right on, but he'll come back on momentarily. Faroux going to play out of that pressure, and here comes Loudoun now. And over the top, it's too close to Bill Hamid. Velo thought he got it clean. Instead, it was a foul.
Will beings from another world come to Earth?
How long's a galactic year? 250 million years.
Or could aliens live among us already? The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 on DCW 50.
Touch here for Ugo Faroux. A Loudoun team winless in their last two, trying to make some moves towards the playoffs. They started this season so well. They started it very similar to last year as well. Last year, they really faded towards the end of the year. This year, though, they've been able to string together just enough results to keep them right where they want to be. Now, there's a confluence of teams right there in the middle of the Eastern Conference, but this Loudoun team trying to become one of the first of those others outside of Charleston and Louisville to reach that 40-point threshold. North Carolina's there already as well. As Lasso clears this out of play, it will be a corner kick on the way. It's an IBEW Local 26 corner kick. Empower your future, as Mines is on the surface again.
Ben Mines has been on the end of some really interesting collisions this time, trying to beat Forrest Lasso to the spot. It's well worked from Loudoun United. You change your point of attack, you allow Pedro Sanchez to peel wide and isolate, and now that central location starts to open up, and good recognition again from Ben Mines. The Tampa Bay Rowdies do not take kindly to it, thinking that Ben Mines goes down far too easily, looking for something that's not there. Not a lot of contact from Forrest Lasso.
Below looked like he was going to be the one to take it. There's an ongoing conversation here. Don't afraid just trying to get a hold of this game here. Thomas Snyder, an experienced referee in this league, talking things over with Guillen, Chrysosimo, Skundrich, Velo, Paul Marie there as well. It's a long conversation. I don't think I've seen something like that.
Thanksgiving plans. Figuring out flights, who's going to bring what.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thanksgiving's a long way off, Ricky.
Never too early to start planning. 2
months.
Halloween costumes. How about that? Better?
I like that.
All right.
Velo is ready. Velo the in-swinger, near post. This will hit off the corner flag. They'll do it again. It's taken quickly this time. Cross deflected out. A third successive corner kick upcoming.
This is an IBEW Local 26 corner kick.
It's another IBEW Local 26 corner kick. Empower your future. Santos this time. A couple players going down. This has been a physical opening 20 minutes. It's Garrison Tubbs who's the one down.
Center of your screen, Tubbs. And Mendez seem to come together.
Almost looked like Tubbs ran into his own teammate.
A lot of contact between Azokar and Tubbs, actually.
It appears a yellow card is going to be given to the bench of Loudoun United. One of the assistants, it appears, will pick this one up for Loudoun.
A yellow card has been issued in the 42nd minute to the Loudoun United bench.
And the ref, as Thomas Schneider has really been trying to get a hold of this game since it began, and he has really put his foot down here. It's another IBEW 26 corner kick. Santos floats it up. Nodded centrally. Right back for Learman. An easy take as this one's out of play for Bill Hamid. Bill Hamid to put this back in play midway through this first half. Game has now lost a little bit of flow after those last stoppages and yellow cards and coming togethers and conversations as Faroux Did well to get back to his feet and played a good ball out wide. Here comes Loudoun once again. Kimi Ordonez trying to evade the referee, as well as those green and yellow shirts. Santos, here's McCabe. McCabe places to the end line, and it runs all the way out of play. This game just trying to get its flow back.
And just no real rhythm for either one of these sides. Just a stop and start nature to this game. So if you are Ryan Martin, especially with how possession-based that you want to be, you need Skundrich and Tommy McCabe to be on the ball a little bit more at just slowing it down, because right now, just sloppy for both sides. On the other side, for Dominic Casciato, you're looking at Mendez, Marie, that seems to come a little bit more centrally and overload central locations. Just a bit too disconnected from front to back for the Rowdies.
McCabe down the line. Santos, couple step overs. Santos still pulls it back. Here's Velo. Velo and Santos, a wealth of experience between the two of them. Again, Santos and Velo.
Just not enough movement ahead of the ball for Loudoun United right now. Every single player wants the ball to feet, and everything has been in front of the Rowdies' back line. Makes life very easy for that front three. All they need to do is just shift left, shift right, and stay extremely compact. So through 26 minutes, Dominic Casciato needs to be pleased with what he's seen defensively from his side on the road.
Dominic Casciato stepped into this role. He said that was the big thing that he wanted to key in on, was defense, being stable in that area. And then after that, they could add in and layer in the attacking moments. They do have good attacking players. Manuel Arteaga, a very proven goal scorer in this league. He has 6 goals this year. And it's been Rubens Pasillas who has also really come on. Maloney from Nashville. Tubbs. It's out wide for Awuah.
Just right side of your screen, no unpredictability between Ordonez or Ben Mines. Both staying like for like, right next to their individual defender. That is when you need someone to come to feet, you pull out one of the center backs, and then you have a secondary run, really testing in behind.
There's Ordonez. Defended by Lasso. Ordonez! Wrong side of the post. Bill Hamid had that near post covered.
First time that we've seen a Loudoun United threaten in behind. But I love how quickly Ordonez faces up Forrest Lasso here. Now he has a defender at his mercy. A little bit of a stutter step. Drops his shoulder, and this touch right here creates a little bit of separation. And all he's trying to do is just trying to wrong foot Bill Hamid, trying to catch the goalkeeper cheating towards that far post, and just pulls it wide, but good action from Ordonez.
He's trying to flick that along. Played up over the top, Velo. He'll get there. There's Lawrence Wyke right on his back hip, and Wyke played that well. It's played quickly back the other way. Best way to bypass that pressure is to play over the top of it. And Tampa Bay able to get this going now in their attacking half.
We talked about the front three for Dominic Casciato, Paul Marie, Pasillas, and Arteaga. All complement each other extremely well. Arteaga is going to be the player that occupies both center backs. He's big, he's physical, and he's going to throw his body around, allowing Paul Marie to come a little bit more centrally just to search the game, while you have Pasillas, the verticality. So you have 3 players that work off one another extremely well. It could be a potent attack.
Mines from his backside able to keep it. Ordonez just couldn't quite time his run right. If that ball was played to him, he would have been offside. Finds its way to the left, and Awua. Another good step by Lasso. Trying to turn the corner, couldn't connect with Pasillas. Pasillas has barely had a touch of the ball here in the early going.
4 touches. So 29 minutes for Pasillas, not good enough for a player with 10 goals and 1 assist. Your leading goal scorer on your side for Dominic Casciato. It starts with the service into him. Players have to have the personality to pick up their head and play it into Pasillas, but also the movement from him needs to be a little bit more decisive at dropping a little bit deeper as well.
There's a reason, as you see Mines go down here, there's a reason why Dominic Casciato said that the North Carolina game was probably their best performance since he took over in mid-July. That's because they had 24 shots, they had 7 on target, they limited North Carolina to just 9 shots. Then you get Pasillas and Arteaga on the score sheet. Not as well as you could possibly draw it up. McCabe gets it out wide. Santos. This ball lined in and over the head of Dambrot. It looked like he tried to catch it. Trying to get his 2 touches in there, two toes in there at the back of the end zone, if you will.
Almost looking like a wide receiver. Right there.
Oh, no. Turkey Bowl's in a few weeks there, Ricky.
Training, you grab that.
Stoppage here as Bill Hamid is down. This will basically work as a hydration break with 30 minutes gone. Physical game. It's gone back and forth so far.
Meet Bob. Meet Abishola. Life isn't always easy when cultures collide.
Hey, Auntie.
But they can always count that Abishola loves Bob, and Bob hearts Abishola.
Weekdays at 7 on DCW 50.
Now 30 minutes gone here from Segra Fields in Leesburg, Virginia. Loudoun United and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Big one in the Eastern Conference with Tampa Bay on the outside looking in. Loudoun, with a result today, would get back amongst those home playoff spots, but they want to jump North Carolina back into 3rd spot, if at all possible. So 2 more games to come up tonight. New Mexico will take on Lexington. That will be on CBS Sports Network at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And at the same time, Pittsburgh will take on Las Vegas. That game's supposed to be yesterday, moved to today. So we'll get 3 games now on this Sunday across the championship. Meade looks good to go. Lasso to put this back in play. Gonna play out here. Touched ahead. And now deflected out of play.
Good press from Loudoun United. Notice how they do it all together. You have Ordonez who leads it, and then you allow Florin below Ben Mine to play underneath and take out that double pivot. And good reading from Robbie Dambrot to stay with Ben Mines and just close the passing lanes into Blake Bodley.
Skundrich, who's slow to get back to his feet. We can look at some of the numbers. The amount of time with the ball in play Oh, we played 32 minutes. It's about 12 minutes.
Just no rhythm at all in this match. A lot of physicality.
Mines floats it in, the header away. As far as Awuah, who takes it on through traffic, it was blocked. Still available for Skundrich. Awuah again, this time tries to serve it out wide. Here's a little more action now. Floated in, and the header steered out of play.
Loudoun needs to be smarter to understanding how big and how physical the back three for the Rowdies are. Forrest Lasso, Aaron Guillen, Lawrence White, all over 6 foot. So going to be very difficult to beat this team when pumping balls into the 18-yard box. You need to beat this team through combination, through quick movements and central locations at pulling them out, and that is when you can expose them.
Below. High lofted ball in. Lasso commanding presence in the middle. Chance to shoot here through traffic, blocked again. The English on that one will take it out of play.
Unable to secure this ball. Mendez, good action and good effort from Robbie Dambrot. Really aggressive to try to wrong foot Bill Hamid.
Below, in swinger. Hamid is there to claim it. Another player shaken up here is Lasso. He'll get back to his feet with no problem. Trying to play out through pressure. It was taken away and it is hit on the first time. It's out of play. It's another corner kick here for Loudoun.
Been shaky for the Rowdies when trying to play out of the back, especially with the oncoming press. Far too casual here from Lawrence White. Takes that second, that third touch. But if you're a Ryan Martin, you're asking Pedro Santos to have a little bit more composure. You do not need to hit this first time. You can take with your momentum, take your first touch into the 18-yard box and get a better shot.
This time it's Santos. Ryan Martin and Loudoun preferring those in-swingers on the corners. Santos right in the middle. Another player goes down, but play continues on as Skundrich lofts it up. Great first touch by Ordonez, but he was in an offside position. I'll still give him credit for that.
Yeah, really good touch.
Pretty tidy. Tune into CBS Sports Golazo Network on October 4th for the Jägermeister Cup Final. From 38 clubs down to 2. Group 1 winner Sacramento Republic FC take on wildcard Hartford Athletic at 10 p.m. Eastern for their shot at Jägermeister Cup glory, all on the Golazo Network on October 4th. Another coming together. This will be a foul against Tampa Bay, and a yellow card will go to Blake Bodley.
Notice the way that Robbie Dambrot spins once he does make contact with this ball. It's really unfortunate for Bodley. Comes in and catches Dambrot in an unfortunate position for the Loudoun United defender, with deserving of a yellow card. 3 of the Rowdies players in the book.
Yellow cards are presented by Continental Cards. Continental Cards, elevate your collection. Robbie Dambrot now having to go through the concussion protocol after taking that contact from Bodley. My thought at this point is what the stoppage time is going to be like.
More than 5.
I remember going back to the Qatar World Cup a few years ago, the stoppage time was, we were getting 10, 12, 13 minutes. It was trying to, I guess, embody what the actual stoppage time should be. Now, that's not really the spirit of the game, and as we've seen that remedied over the last few years, it hasn't been quite that high, but it just feels like we've gotten more stoppage time the last few years. Back underway, still 7+ minutes to go before the break. Foul here. Loudoun trying to get something going.
Good read.
Deflected out of play. Pressure here, and it's turned over. Trying to come through the middle. Bien, well, that's a very heads-up play to hit that off of Ben Mines.
Again, Lawrence White has been having a really difficult time understanding where they can bypass the initial line of pressure put forth by Loudoun United, and it's not centrally. You have to have the ability to bypass Crisostamo and Mendez into Palmeria or Pasillas. That's about the 3rd time that he's gotten picked off. And for Ryan Martin, doing a good job at forcing turnovers, but now you need a better final action. Too many times promising attacks go out and leave you wanting a little bit more.
Here's Skundrich, he'll turn it back. Learman. Trying to slide this forward, Dambrot. Bodley trying to come out with it. Nothing on. Loudoun trying to pin Tampa Bay in here a bit. That pass broken up. Tampa Bay trying to play out. And they turn possession over. Loudoun trying to go quickly here. They get it back rolling. Now Loudoun turns it over. Pasillas. Pressure there defensively.
Need more from Manuel Arteaga, Pasillas, and Palmeria, especially when your team has been under so much pressure. You need to be that relief foul, understand that you can come to feet, but also spin and stretch this game. Everything has been within 40 yards. Good hold-up play from Ordonez here.
Ordonez brought down, and it will be a set-piece opportunity.
You see the frustration from the striker as well, signaling that he needs help underneath him. Every single time Ordonez gets on the ball, he's isolated on an island versus not one, but about 3 of the Rowdies defenders. Ben Mine, Florian Velo need to be a little bit more connected with their striker that they can just bump the ball into and get him involved a little bit higher.
Big opportunity here for Loudoun from the set piece. Learman and Awuah stand over it. Thomas Snyder stopping play. This will be Kwame Awuwa, and it's over the bar. One of the big goal scorers this year for Loudoun United has been Abdelatif Abukura, but going back to July 3rd, it was a 0-0 draw that day against Orange County. He came off after 58 minutes with an apparent injury. He missed the next 3 weeks, and he has not scored a goal since June 28th in USL Jaeger Cup action. He scored 11 goals this year in the regular season, but they're really missing his input right now in the attack. Now they brought in Kimi Ordonez, who has been a welcome addition with 4 goals so far, but it was really Abukura who got them to where this team is right now, and now they need him or somebody else start to carry them forward.
For Abukura, he's just so impactful for Loudoun United. Yes, he can score goals, but his chance creation, the way that he can play in between pockets, is something that they are missing extremely prevalent. If he can get in between holes, he requires so much attention, which draws in a lot of the opponent's defenders, which gives now the attacking players more time and more space to go and attack games.
Here come the Rowdies now, cutting this infield. Laid off once again, the extra pass. Moved down the line, chipped up back post, the header is blocked. Dambrock getting in the way of Arteaga. On the turn, the shot blocked away, and Loudoun able to get the danger out.
First time that we've seen Tampa play quick into the combination off the ball. Fantastic move from Azukar as he just lifts it up. And Arteaga just peeling off Robbie Dambrock, but flawless positioning from Dambrock just to come across and cut down the angle for Arteaga.
Stoppage time is 7 minutes. It's brought to you by Novak. Novak's energy-saving tips are a real game changer.
Good ball.
The header is on target, and Pasillas has it saved by Faru. Now the chance is starting to come a bit more for this Tampa side. That was their first attempt on goal tonight.
Good ball in from Azukar. You need a little bit more communication if you are Learman and Tubbs. The last thing that you want to have happen is a player playing in between both center backs. Pasillas gets on the end of it, forcing an easy save for Faru.
Foul here, Awuwa goes down. Pasillas is also on the surface.
Positioning between Tubbs off the shoulder. Learman, you see the hands up from the center back. You need to communicate a little bit more. Good feet from Awuwa. Quick. Pasillas gets caught lunging in.
Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big league, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Laid down the line. Below, cuts it back. McCabe coming in. McCabe drives it in front. Hamid went with the punch. Appeals for handball as it's cleared away. Mines broken up. That ball just does stay in play. Big shouts though from the Rowdies, or pardon me, from Loudoun United just moments ago. Turned over, Mines going over. The decision is a free kick. And now a few of the Tampa Bay players are calling out to Mines for a little embellishment here.
Second time that Ben Mines has been involved in an action, but going back the other way. Good ball in from McCabe. And the shouts are, does it hit the hand of Aaron Guillen? Tight. Ben Mines making the most out of the contact from Crisosimo, but the extension of the two arms from the midfielder can never do that, especially when Ben Mines is going nowhere towards the end line. You just need to move your feet, giving Pedro Santos a really good opportunity here.
Towards the top of the area. Now played centrally. A lot of traffic in there. Tubbs plays it out. Skundrich in. Velo's headers off the crossbar. Best chance of the match for Loudoun United.
Right side of your screen, Florian Velo does a good job to initially keep himself onside, a little bit of a stutter step to keep him in line with Aaron Guillen. And as this ball's coming across, he does everything right. You're always taught to head it back across where it came from, generating a lot of power, not even a courtesy dive from Bill Hamid, and just gets denied by the crossbar.
Played over the top. Marie trying to get things going for this Tampa Bay attack. Been stout defensively, now trying to get things going in this area of the field. That won't get it done as Farouz sees it sail out of play. For Loudoun, you have to feel like you should be the team out in front in this game. You've limited almost every opportunity for Tampa Bay, except for the one header just moments ago. And then the crossbar, again, just a few minutes ago. A great chance for Velo.
Ryan Martin has to be the happier of the two managers thrust through the performance, creating more opportunities, dictating tempo, more of the threatening side. But for Dominic Casciato, with the amount of pressure that you've been under, to not concede a goal, you take that, especially on the road.
Again, possession turned over, another player on the surface. Top of the area, Ordonez trying to bring it through, just nothing on. Stride through the middle again. The cross from Learman. There was nobody there at the back post. And Bill Hamid will just take a seat here. It feels very much like a move of, let's just get to halftime.
Not finding any success going forward for Tampa Bay. Ability to read the game in the moment for Bill Hamid there, just trying to slow it down and take the sting of what we've seen from Loudoun United.
Time for one more attack for the Rowdies. Gonna close this half with something. Just the one opportunity right before this halftime whistle. Another foul. And Thomas Snyder has brought this first half to a close. Not a lot to write home about in this first half. A choppy, sloppy, and stop-and start first 45 minutes.
Just so physical from both of these sides. 13 fouls through the first 45 minutes. For Ryan Martin and Dominic Casciato, two coaches that want to play, that want to put the ball on the deck, that want to combine. Hasn't seen a lot of that. It's a really important halftime talk, especially for Loudoun United, trying to get that home playoff game. Big 45 minutes coming up.
We are at the break here from Leesburg, Virginia. No score to tell you about. A clean sheet on both sides. Loudoun United 0, Tampa Bay Rowdies 0. Halftime is brought to you by Van Meter. We'll have more from Leesburg after this.
from another world come to Earth.
Turn left at Alpha Centauri. You can't miss it.
Watch for signs of hyperintelligence.
How long is a galactic year? 250 million years.
A love for rocketry.
I remember them going up higher.
And the capability to destroy humanity. Or could aliens live among us already? You decide on The Big Bang Theory.
Weeknights at 6 on DCW 50.
This is business today. Fast, unpredictable, always changing. Shifting trends and technologies are pushing aside old rules. The unexpected is the new normal. At Segra, we'll help you navigate a complex future with state-of-the-art voice, internet, and data protection solutions. We know you have dreams, and we see your potential. Segra, freedom to grow.
DC News Now is on Roku. Early morning, ready, set, Roku. Afternoon, Roke Us. Evening, overnight, whenever you want, Roke it on Roku. Need your weather? We've got that. Want to see what the community's up to? We've got that too. Looking for ways to stretch your dollar? Roke your savings. Newscasts, features, weather, sports, living local DMV, and custom content just for you on Roku. Search DC News Now today and let's Roku and roll.
You have the power to save. Take charge of your energy bill with these tips from Novec. Adjust your ceiling fans to rotate counterclockwise for warmer weather. Novec also recommends installing a programmable thermostat to avoid cooling your home when you're away. Set your water heater to 120 degrees. Novec is helping members save energy, which means saving money. Harness your savings power. Find more tips and tools at novec.com/save.
Halftime is presented by Van Meter. No score at the break between Loudoun United and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Last match of the month for both Loudoun and Tampa Bay. But plenty to come here in the next few weeks. October starts with a home match for Loudoun against Birmingham. The Rowdies, they'll be at home against Monterey Bay.
Difficult stretch for both of these sides. For Loudoun United, you go to Detroit City, Keyworth, you go to Indy 11, and you welcome North Carolina, all teams that are still vying for that playoff spot. Birmingham has struggled a little bit for the Tampa Bay Rowdies at Rhode Island. And then you have 3 massive home games for Dominic Costello. That's why this next 45 minutes is this much more important to try to kickstart your form and try to make that late playoff push.
And for Tampa Bay, that road game at Rhode Island, that could be almost a play-in match for the playoffs with still a couple of weeks to go. So it should be a good final few weeks of this regular season. A lot of good action on tap. And also coming up on Saturday, the Jägermeister Cup final. Who you got?
Hartford. I'm going to Hartford and Brandenburg. I think what they've been able to do recently with the form that they're in, Brandenburg, Haji Berry coming back across, I think he's going to be a really interesting piece and can be that difference maker because Sacramento Republic, 2 games that they've been on the road, quarterfinal, semifinal, haven't scored a goal, but when you have Joe Mazzulla in that goal between the 6 penalty marks, I'm going Hartford Athletic. You?
You mean Jared Mazzulla?
Yeah,
But it's all right. We'll cut you some slack here, Ricky. It is the Jägermeister Cup final. It's Sacramento taking on Hartford. We are at the break here from Leesburg. Loudoun United 0, Tampa Bay Rowdies 0. We are at the break and more halftime is on the way.
Hartford Athletic gets to the Jägermeister Cup final.
Sacramento sweep the penalties. Sac Republic make another indomitable run to a cup final.
On me. Tell them that's like it.
Wait, come back! Wait, come back! I need more help.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
The trailer is Benalcazar! What a Veloso! And Orange County is on the board!
DC News Now, bigger and only getting better.
Join us as we welcome Susan Tran to the DC News Now team.
Decades of journalism experience, a steadfast commitment to community, and an energy we can't wait for.
Susan Tran joins DC News Now, super serving the DMV with Susan Tran at the anchor desk.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now.
Halftime is presented by Van Meter. No score between Loudoun United and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Lots to play for in the second half upcoming here in just a few minutes. But plenty of good action in the USL Championship this weekend. Some important fixtures. How about that Phoenix-Oakland game? Just like Phoenix did to Loudoun, did the same thing to Oakland, coming back this time from 3 goals down.
Massive points dropped for Benny Feilhaber and the Oakland Roots. They were up 3-0 in the first 20 minutes, but yet Phoenix Rising and Pamadukov found a way to salvage a point. Birmingham and San Antonio 0-0. Tulsa, the league leaders in the Western Conference, they go to Indy 11. They drop points, and the Colorado Switchbacks had 2 games at home, lost both of them. They need to figure out their form for James Chambers and company.
And a late goal from Rubio Rubin salvages a point for the Charleston Battery against Orange County. That's what the Saturday scores look like. There is still more to come here tonight, including kicking off just about now on CBS Sports Network and on ESPN Plus, Pittsburgh against Las Vegas on E+, and then on CBS Sports Network, New Mexico and Lexington, and some midweek action as well. How about Wednesday afternoon action?
El Paso and the Oakland Roots. Oakland Roots need 3 points, or 3 times that they've drawn their last games, and then you have Sacramento and Orange County, 2 teams that don't like each other, and that'll be Wednesday on CBS Sports Network at 10:30 at night.
Some fun games on the way this week. News and notes from around the USL Championship. Congrats to Danny Cruz, the youngest and fastest to achieve 100 victories.
It's just incredible what he's continued to do for Lou City in terms of their identity, in terms of the leadership and the standard that he continues to push there. And you talk about what USL Championship has meant to U.S. soccer as a whole. 9 alumni were named to the U.S. U20 men's national team that will take place in Chile for the U20 World Cup.
And the U20s have their first match. That'll be tomorrow against New Caledonia. They are in the same group as France and South Africa as well. At the break here from Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun and Tampa Bay. No score through 45 minutes. We'll have the second half coming up next.
DC News Now, the only station focusing on the entire DMV. Reporters in 5 locations throughout the region. A look at weather with a regional approach, so you always know what's ahead. And an unmatched commitment to local news. More community, more breaking news, and more weather coverage for everyone in the DMV. Join Chris Flanagan, Susan Tran, and Janessa Webb. Watch DC News Now tonight at 10 on DCW 50.
Come see what's trending on Karamo. He has deleted 1,938 texts in the last 30 days.
Unlock that phone for me. What's in there that you cannot show me?
See what's taking over everybody's feed. You did try to gaslight her. You did try to mislead her. You did try to manipulate her.
I don't even worry about that at all.
This is a lot of chaos from the beginning. A lot. All season on Karamo.
Weekdays at 3 on DCW 50.
At Luray Caverns, there's only one thing more timeless than the formations.
Grandma, check this out.
The memories. What will you discover? From down below to way up high, there's fun in every layer of Luray Caverns. What will you discover?
This is business today. Fast, unpredictable, always changing. Shifting trends and technologies are pushing aside old rules. The unexpected is the new normal. At Segra, we'll help you navigate a complex future with state-of-the-art voice, internet, and data protection solutions. We know you have dreams, and we see your potential. Segra, freedom to grow.
At the break from Leesburg, Virginia, no score between Loudoun United and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Halftime is presented by Van Meter. The highlights from the first 45 minutes, Loudoun United, Tampa Bay Rowdies. A lot in this game, but at least a lot on the line in this game. There
foot Phil Hamid just denied by the goalkeeper's best friend, which is that crossbar.
The halftime stats, Loudoun was dominant, at least from an attacking sense, more possession, more corner kicks. Just felt like the Rowdies were missing a little bit of that extra gear.
Just stuck in gear one for Dominic Castriato, which has to be a bit frustrating with what he's trying to build and continue to get his identity on the field for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and it starts with the effort. But for Ryan Martin, the possession that you had, now you need possession with a purpose, trying to create really good goal-scoring opportunities in the second half.
So here we go, second 45 minutes with Ricky Lopez-Espin. I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us on this Sunday evening. On the line today as Loudoun tries to get back in the third spot. The Tampa Bay Rowdies trying to get back a little bit closer towards the playoff line. And through 45 minutes, fouls, stoppages, all of that has played a very big part in this game tonight. Total of 14 fouls committed in that first half. 11 fouls were committed by Tampa Bay players. Referee is Thomas Snyder. There is the whistle, and we are underway. It's the Rowdies and Loudoun United for 45 more minutes. First matchup of the season between these two sides. It was Loudoun to win it 2-1 in Florida. It was Ambukura and Wesley Leggett to score. Rubens Pasillas scored 90+4 just to try to salvage something in that game. Loudoun trying to make it a sweep over the Rowdies this year. Rowdies lead the series 8-4-1. Play this into open space, and maybe something on here. Santos wide. massive opportunity for Pedro Santos and could not beat Hamid.
On the preferred left foot for Pedro Santos, he's the play that you want to get on the end of this. Bill Hamid's caught in no man's land, but you need to hit the target at the very least. Tries to open up his hips and bend it around Bill Hamid, but just not enough quality. Just far too casual, the way that he just peeks over his right shoulder. You need to attack Bill Hamid and put him on his heels. What an opportunity that is for Loudoun United to go up a goal here early in this second half.
Really well done there by Loudoun just to find the space, but not able to put it away. And that's been the story of the first half. Below hitting the crossbar. Other opportunities. Hamid did make a couple of big saves, or at least coming off his line to take crosses. From an attacking standpoint, it really falls on Tampa Bay to increase their output in this second half.
Just missing a bit of a pocket presence, the Rowdies. You have that front three that we talked about. The profiles of them, they complement each other extremely well, but you need someone in between the lines to pull the strings, to try to find them in more advanced roles, because right now it just seems a bit disconnected for the Rowdies, where you have Crisosimo Mendez sitting a little bit deeper, and you have that front three, no connection whatsoever for Dominic Casciato.
Pasillas trying to break free. Pasillas! Shot is blocked. But this will be brought back as Pasillas was fouled. And now it's Garrison Tubbs who is down. And that's an interesting one for Snyder to bring it back, because Pasillas was fouled, sure, but then he wanted to take the shot. Is that not the advantage being played?
That's the argument for Tubbs. Saying that if you do play advantage right there, you allow it. Takes a touch, comes across. Bit of a head scratcher. Thomas Schneider having a really difficult day at the office here.
That's an interesting one there from the referee, but Tampa Bay will take it. Looking right into the sun here as they try to take this set piece. Arteaga, Mendez, Marie all stand around it. It's Mendez to whip this in, and Faroux sees this fly by his goal. Not a terrible effort there from Mendez, former U.S. Youth National Team player coming back stateside after his journey through Europe and also in Mexico.
Hits it well. Trying to bend it into that top corner and trying to wrong foot Hugo Faroux. Unable to get it back across and bend it, but good strike and good technical ability from Mendez.
Here comes Pasillas again. It's another clearance out of play, a throw-in coming here for the Rowdies.
You see the frustration for Florian Velo. It's a really difficult ball to deal with, as Faroux puts it about hip height with pressure on coming. Again, the decision-making for both sides when trying to play out of the back, leaving a lot less left to be desired.
Now the long throw towards the edge of the area. Velo able to head this away. Mines goes down. It's a free kick. And this game picking up right where it left off.
Bodily already on a yellow card as well. That's the argument for every single Loudoun United player, saying that it is a transitional moment. Has to be walking a very thin line for the manager of this game for Blake Bodily.
Awua. Blocked down a play. Ryan Martin. It's been a frustrating one, I think, for him as well in this one. Chance to have been there for his team. There have been some moments kind of like that, asking for whistles that haven't come. The yellow card's already been issued to the bench, to an assistant coach. And Ryan Martin still in conversation, it appears, with Thomas Snyder. It's been an ongoing dialogue tonight.
No, you feel for Ryan Martin, especially in that first half. Paul Marie comes across and catches Ben Mines, should be sent off. Bodily already on a yellow card. Then as a transitional moment, that's two clear opportunities that the Tampa Bay Rowdies should be at a man disadvantage.
Awuah. Awuah blocked. This one chipped in behind and out of play. So much with Loudoun these past couple years have been getting into the playoffs. Last year they had such a great start to the season, just couldn't finish it. This season, similar great start to the season. They haven't quite kept the same pace, but they're still in a great position to clinch that first playoff spot. So we asked Ryan Martin, is there any pressure? He says, we really don't feel it. He said, we've been under pressure since the ownership change. We've been fighting for our lives every single week. It would really be a cherry on top for this team to finally clinch that first playoff spot.
With what we've seen from Loudoun United as well in terms of the club and the ownership, they cut their ties with DC United. So now Ryan Martin has his fingerprints all over the roster and is not only playing almost a supplier to the first team.
Here's Mines. Mines plays it centrally. Mines gets it back. Mines off the crossbar. Second time today for Loudoun. Threat still there. Shot by Dambrot is blocked. Below, over the top. Driven in front. Cleared away. How about Loudoun United looking for that first goal?
Good opportunity for Mines, and I love the aggressive nature. Once this ball comes back, his first touch is out of his body, and that allows him to set his feet and just have a delicate little touch here. Trying to bend it up and over Bill Hamid. And again, the second time that we've seen Loudoun United rattle that crossbar, but still 0-0.
Santos looking right into that setting sun. Santos in swinger, driven in, Lasso commanding header away. Delivered out wide. Driving forward again, the cross floated up and nodded away. In transition, here comes Blake Bodily. Bodily's in, going down. Penalty. The referee has a decision to make. It appears Thomas Snyder with a yellow card in his hand. Now this might be a double jeopardy situation here, and the reason why there is no red card. There also were runners there for Loudoun. This will be interesting to look back on. Regardless though, Tampa Bay will go to the spot.
Fantastic transitional moment. It's a clear foul from Awuah as he just takes out Bodily. But you have Learman, you have Skundrich on the left side of your screen. So very difficult angle to tell if Thomas Snyder says that he is the last defender. Nonetheless, Awuah sees yellow, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies, against a run of play in the 55th minute, 12 yards out, have a brilliant opportunity to take the lead.
And Loudoun has now conceded joint most penalties in the USL Championship. That was their 7th penalty conceded so far this season. And now it will be just the 3rd penalty kick attempt of the season for this Tampa Bay Rowdies side. Leo Fernandez has scored the only one this season, and it will be Manuel Arteaga stepping to the spot. Faru has saved 3 of 6 penalties this year. Big moment in this match and in this season for both of these teams. Arteaga, a long run up, a slow run up. Arteaga scores! Sneaks it by Faru, and Tampa Bay leads.
lethal in transition, the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And it starts with the momentum of Bodily. Oua clips his heels. 12 yards out we go. And a lot of conviction in this pen from Arteaga. As he approaches it, closes up his hips at the last second. The amount of pace that he puts underneath it, unable to allow Farouk to get his hand down quick enough. It's a really well taken pen to give the Rowdies a lead here on the road.
Tampa Bay has had next to nothing in this game from an attacking standpoint. It's one moment in transition, and then it's their most potent goal scorer to step up and deliver as the Rowdies, who are trying to get back into those playoff spots, now lead here at Loudoun. And subs on the way for this Loudoun side as well. It will be Omari Glasgow and Abdelatif Abukura to come in and try to impact this game. Santos and Mines, the ones who will be replaced.
Talked about Abukura, the pocket presence that he's going to give you the ability to be very direct 1v1 in terms of his combination play. Glasgow's going to give you the verticality and the directness to attacking-minded subs for Ryan Martin as this game is going to pick up in tempo.
Substitutions brought to you by Segra. Glasgow, the loanee from the Chicago Fire, the Guyana international. Abdelatif Abukura trying to score his first goal since June. He scored 11 so far this year. Arteaga keeps this ball in play. Arteaga's 7th goal of the regular season. Marie trying to cut it in. Free kick on the way.
Almost slow motion how Paul Marie falls here. Moves the ball out of the way. Skundrich unable to set his feet. It is a foul, but a very slow fall from Paul Marie. Favoring a really good location from Mendes to get his left leg around it. From this location, you're trying to hit it right towards that goal mouth with the amount of traffic in front of Farouk. If no one touches it, can squeak into that far post. Nightmare location for a goalkeeper here.
Mendez will stand over this one now. Two-man wall. Mendez curls this over the bar. Such an acute angle there. And nothing there for the Rowdies at the end of it.
Need to put this on target, Mendez. Force Farouk to make a save at the very least. An opportunity that goes wasted for the Rowdies.
Bring it in Fields. Now the Rowdies, buoyed by that go-ahead goal, starting to get more and more involved in this game. Azokar asking for a handball. Nothing on. Awua fighting forward, another foul.
As this game starts to become a little bit more physical and frustration starts to grow, now everything between the ears is what matters. Having the ability to manage your emotions is going to be the messaging specifically for Ryan Martin if you have any hopes of trying to call yourself back into this game.
McCabe. Loudoun had the majority of the opportunities in the first half. They've also hit the post for a second time in this second half. Below wanted to give and go. Instead, it's Abukura. Bukura, nothing there. Long spell on the ball for Loudoun. McCabe turns it out wide. Cut out and out of play. Dambrot, end line, top of the area. McCabe coming in, it's blocked. Guillen going to ground to get the block on that. Arteaga wins it back now in the middle. Little bump from behind, and how about Glasgow jumping right over him in the end?
Fantastic first touch here from Tommy McCabe. Just takes Mendez out of the game. Even better recognition from Aaron Guillen to come across and deny this ball to really test Bill Hamid. And what we've seen over the last 10 to 15 minutes, Manuel Arteaga starting to use his body in a really clever manner. Little bumps that create separation. And he forces a yellow card for Glasgow.
Glasgow coming off the bench and now into the book here. Breaking up that promising attack. Whistle here to stop play, as it appears the flag is up for offside. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Out of play, another throw-in coming for Loudoun. Taken away, no foul as Skundrich goes down. Marie, Pasillas. Here's Paul Marie, taken away. Guillen nods it forward, and Loudoun wins it back. Here's the low, bursting through the middle, trying to play it towards the end line. Collision with Glasgow, the referee says goal kick.
It's a foul. 100% that's a foul on Bodily. He knows his beat. He takes off Glasgow, and he's already on a yellow card. That's the third foul that we've seen from Blake that has been really, really tight. Thomas Schneider.
I'm curious if he maybe thought that was quote-unquote uncatchable, if he was not going to get there. I agree with you, though.
Bodiley's not even trying to make a play on the ball. He turns and he's facing Glasgow, and now it's a little bit of frustration on the aftermath here from Ordonez that takes out Lawrence Wyke.
Wyke is the one down, and these Loudoun players not happy. Ordonez sliding in.
Every single person here at Segra Field, the Loudoun players, Ryan Martin and company, giving our fourth official an earful, saying that, how is this a yellow card? Blake Bodley has been involved in two big actions and has walked away with nothing.
Radley Benoit will come into this game. It's Kimi Ordonez exiting. Those subs are presented by Segra.
Fans, last call for alcohol sales is at the 75th minute. Last call at the 75th minute.
Come see what's trending on Karamo.
He has deleted 1,938 texts in the last 30 days.
See what's taking over everybody's feed all season on Karamo.
Weekdays at 3 on DCW 50.
Right about the midway point of this second half. Tampa Bay getting on the board from the penalty spot as changes happening in the attack now. Ordonez off, Benoit's on, as Loudoun are chasing this game on their home field. Below just kicking that away as it looked like the referee wanted the ball. Tampa Bay's in no rush to put this back in play. The dark arts, Ricky. Wyke sends it away. Somebody lost a shoe. What else is going to happen in this one? A lot of bizarre happenings today, to say the least. I'm not sure there was any contact with the shoe. It just flew off. Manny Crisostomo. Crisostomo, get this back on. If you can't watch the match, here on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the new SiriusXM app. Who knows where we're going from here in this one? It's been physical. There have not been a ton of clear-cut scoring chances for the Rowdies, but they do lead this game. It's Loudoun who've had the better opportunities, hitting the post on a couple of occasions. Here's Bodley. Pasillas is behind him as McCabe chips it up over the top. And yet, at the end of the day, Rowdies won't care what it looks like. They have the lead. They need the 3 points. They'll do whatever they can to get over the finish line with where it's at.
We're talking about the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Dominic Casciato. Yes, you want to continue to build an identity and try to implement his game style, but yet you still have one priority, is trying to make a late playoff push. So part of that development as well is finding a way to grind out results, maybe when you're not playing your best football. So through 70 minutes here, hasn't been the best for the Tampa Bay Rowdies in terms of their showing, but they have shown a personality. They have shown the ability to roll up their sleeves and just grind as a team.
Be a throw in here deep in the corner. Dominic Casciato knows what it takes to win, what he was able to do at Omaha, winning 2 shields, 1 USL League One title, that being a year ago. And trying to bring that winning mentality back to this Tampa Bay side. They made the playoffs every year except 2018 in the USL. Arteaga, long throw. Lasso flicks it across. The header is over the bar. Bodily right there at the penalty spot.
Well worked from the Rowdies. A long throw in from Arteaga. Lasso was the intended target. Now the secondary movement from Bodily.
Casillas moves it ahead. Paul Marie looked over the wrong shoulder. Good body control by Glasgow as it comes in fields. Abukura trying to get it back to Glasgow. The pressure there good in the middle by Lawrence Wyke.
Really well done there from Lawrence Wyke to say like for like with Abukura, not leave his feet and just pick the pocket.
Here's Velo. Moves this ahead. Benoit got it caught in his feet and it's cleared away. Awua for Velo. Lays it off for Abukura. Falls kindly into the middle. Benoit. Awua. Skundrich. Space to work on the far side. Dambrot curls it in. The header by Lasso is away and out of play. Corner kick coming for Loudoun United.
Good action from Loudoun. It starts with the patience and the decision making to have this ball to circulate from left to right. Now you allow Robbie Dambrot with a lot of time and space to pick up his head. A little bit of a miscommunication between Lasso and Bill Hamid. Putting pressure. Loudoun United starts to get in a little bit of a rhythm here.
In swinger, near post, and headed away. Marie. Paul Marie trying to move this ahead. Nothing on. And all the way back for Faroux. Abukura coming together. It's a foul. This will go against Abukura. Ryan Martin takes his hat off, his hands raised to the sky as Abukura and Azokar coming together.
The foul.
As simple as that. Azokar. Mendez. And that's a foul too. And it's a free kick coming for the Rowdies.
What we've seen with the Rowdies is the experience. The little body positions that they take. Notice how Paul Marie just slides right in front of Skundrich. He invites the contact. That's not a lot. But if he feels anything, he goes down. And if you are Thomas Schneider, you need to call it. Another really good opportunity for three capable players to stand over this ball for the Rowdies.
Paul Marie will stand over this set piece opportunity now. "15 minutes to go. This is taken for goal, and this is skied well out of play. Trying to go quickly now. Loudoun still looking for a way back into this. Abukura. Good person to turn to in his 11 goals. Abukura, it was a clean challenge. And so was that one, Tubbs. Well, the referee has set the boundary now as White goes down, or he commits the foul rather, as Velo is over, and it's a yellow card to White. Challenge is absolutely flying in
Talk about the mental side of this game being a big talking point on the back end of this game. The ball's gone. Lawrence White pushes for it below. No need. Extension of the arms, especially when you come through the back. Deserving of a yellow card. A little bit naive there from Lawrence White.
Now Lawrence White into the book. Yellow cards presented by Continental Cards. Continental Cards, elevate your collection. Joey Skinner about to come into this game. Paul Marie will exit. He is on a yellow card. If you're Dominic Castriato, keeping 11 players on the field has to be of utmost importance. I'm curious now, saying that of Blake Bodley, how much longer he might have in this game to Segra substitution. Bodley, a bit of a position change, it appears. Abukura getting end line. The cross cleared away. Throw in for Loudoun. There was a second yellow card to somebody on the Loudoun bench. That appears it is Victor Lonchuk, the assistant coach. Another foul here. He is still not off the field. He is still on the far side behind the boards. You can see with his hands on his head, he has not made it all the way off the field yet. And yet this will be a free kick going back to Tampa Bay. And Victor Lonchuk taking the slow walk all the way around. Cleared upfield, it'll go out for a goal kick. eFootball is here, live your dream, rep your team and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play, download now. Velo. Off his chest, well done for Awuwa. Abukura, Velo, coming in fields. Abukura gets it back. Abdelatif Abukura slides it forward. Glasgow to the end line, could not keep it in play.
Need to recognize the space quicker for Glasgow as Abukura takes that touch horizontally. That's when you need to get on your bike and just really run in behind. That half second of hesitation plays into the hands of the Tampa Bay Rowdies because the window starts to close and there's no real angle that Abukura can play Glasgow in.
Rowdies trying to keep this unbeaten streak alive. It's reached 3 games now. Skundrich just had to get rid of it in the middle there. Over the top, Lasso had a couple of hands around Benoit. And it's a yellow card to Forrest Lasso. And that's a big one. Guillen is also on a yellow card, so 2 center backs now for Tampa Bay in the book.
As the Rowdies are in a 3-back system or 5-back as well. 4 out of the 5 on a yellow card. Bodley, Guillen, Lasso, and Lawrence White. If you are Ryan Martin, the message to your attacking players is to continue to put pressure and continue to make this back line very uncomfortable and try to take any sort of advantage that you can.
Yellow cards are presented by Continental Cards. Continental Cards, elevate your collection. And another one out to Ryan Martin.
the argument for Ryan Martins, thinking that Forrest Lasso is the last man as he gets turned. He should be seeing red. Bit harsh because you have Aaron Guillen about 10 yards horizontally next to Forrest. Would have been really harsh to see a different color with that final action.
McCabe floats it up. This goes out wide for Dambrot. Lofted in. Velo is closest to it. It's out of play. And holding his head now is Alex Mendez. It is a corner kick, though, on the way. There was a touch on it from a Tampa Bay player. Mendez is staying down here. And the training staff will have to come onto the field to attend to Mendez here. Another look at it with Velo coming from behind. And it's right in the back of the head. This game has been very stop-start. A lot of fouls, a lot of yellow cards. And this goes back to the very first few minutes of this game. It was the challenges were flying in then as they are now. But if you're the referee, you have to get a hold of those things early. You set a baseline in the game of what's going to be a foul, what's going to be a yellow card. Felt like that was a bit skewed in the early going.
As a player, as a coach, and as a fan and a neutral, you're asking for consistency from the referee. If you're going to whistle this game extremely tight from minute 1, it needs to be the same to minute 90. What's going to be a yellow card in the first half needs to be a yellow card in the second half. And that's something that we have not seen through 84 minutes in Thomas Schneider. Players that should have been sent off are still in the field. We've had an assistant sent off. And that's where the frustration sets in for every single person here at Segra Field, saying that they don't really know what a yellow card is or what a foul is over the course of this game.
Abukura, in swinger, put towards goal. Awua forces a save. It's still loose, and the header is out of play. Another corner kick coming. Awua flying in, and it's another player down. This time it's Lasso.
Really good save here from Bill Hamid. Fantastic technical ability from Awua, and then it just becomes a little bit of chaos right in front of Hamid. Watch the left arm right here of Robbie Dambrot, catches Forrest Lasso straight in the chin. No ill will, but good to see Lasso back on his own power. Unfortunate from the center back.
Abukura again. Right through the middle. Glasgow collects on the far side. Glasgow coming in. Fires it towards goal. Hamid's there again. Appeals for handball as there's still a player down in the area being Dambrot. Absolute chaos. This has been quite a remarkable match here today.
Another interesting one. Robbie Dambrot goes down. Thomas Schneider saying that he has a head injury. But if you do deem that it is a head injury, play needs to stop immediately. You cannot allow this whole action to start to form. You just see right there, Thomas Schneider peeks over his left shoulder. He knows Robbie Dambrot's down. Once you see the players down, you need to communicate that, and you need to blow the whistle and stop play immediately.
And there was also the appeal for a handball that was bouncing around so quickly, it was really hard to tell. And now substitution on the way. Velo, out-swinging ball. Headed away as far as Glasgow. Glasgow sends it back towards goal. Hamid down to his left to make the save. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Taken away and able to stride forward. Now looking infield, Pasillas lays it off. Chance to go for goal. Shot is blocked. Good chance there for Joey Skinner. He's coming off the bench. So many shots, it's so few on target. And the only goal in this game has been from the penalty spot. That goal coming back in the 57th minute. In total, there have been 27 fouls in this game. Quite remarkable. It also goes along with 8 yellow cards. And here is a sub. It's Zach Ryan coming into the game for Robbie Dambrot. It's a Segra substitution. We updated you on the time in play in the first half. In the first 32 minutes, it was about 12 minutes. At this point, when you take in stoppage time, we played 94 minutes. Time in play has been 40 and a half. That's how much chaos has been happening. Fouls, stoppages, all the above.
Just so difficult for players getting a rhythm with the nature of this game.
Over the top, Benoit goes down. It's a penalty. A point to the spot and a chance to equalize.
So clever from Raleigh Benoit. Notice every single time he gets in front of Azukar, he's peeking over his shoulder right here. Slows down, feels the contact, goes down. He's inviting this. It's just the body position and the smarts of Benoit to give Loudoun United an opportunity in the 90th minute to draw this 1-1.
Albukura coming to the spot. It's the 5th penalty awarded this year to Loudoun. They have made 4 of their 5. A massive moment in this game, in this season for Loudoun and for Tampa Bay. As we are into 12 minutes of stoppage time, brought to you by Novak. Novak's energy-saving tips are a real game changer. Bill Hamid, one of the more experienced goalkeepers in the USL Championship. He saved 1 of 5 penalties so far this season. Abdelatif Albukura hasn't scored since June. Albukura scores! Loudoun's level!
The smarts of Benoit to come across Azagar, understand that he's going down. So I invite the contact. And the leading goal scorer for Loudoun United does not hit it cleanly whatsoever. Actually scuffs it, but into the ground, takes a little bit off of it, and almost changes the direction on Bill Hamid. 1-1. 11 remaining here at Segra Field.
For Abukura, it's his 15th goal in all competitions. Top goal scorer for this team, finally on the board for the first time in 3 months. And Tampa Bay will go right back to it. Take it on Azakar. Out of play, corner kick. We still have 11 and a half minutes.
Buckle in, really well taken here from Azakar. Good technique, good balance. And he hits it extremely clean, forcing a nice save out of Faru.
Mendez. Mendez in swinger, knotted down. Woo of the clearance. Oh, it's a good ball over the top. Mendez. Time block to throw in on the way. The amount of fouls, scuffles. I'm a bit surprised there's still 11 players on the field on both sides. And Manuel Arteaga will come over for the long throw. Arteaga. Long throw into the box. Lasso flicks it along. The header's on target. It's saved by Faru. A couple of big saves for Ugo Faru in this game. Azakar whips that ball in and cleared away. Advantage being played. Here comes Loudoun. The home fans can start to sense it here at Segra Fields. Abukura cuts it in. Abukura knuckling and saved. It's out of play by Lasso. Big time saves by both goalkeepers.
Just notice the footwork here for Faru. As he stays centered right there. Takes that power step out of his body. And Abukura doing a good job at setting up Azakar and just tags this ball. A lot of movement on it.
Corner kick punched away. And out for throw-in. Abukura able to keep that in play. Abdelatif Abukura plays it in. Abukura still weaving through. Benoit blocked away. Bodies flying at the ball. So much on the line. And it's Lasso's down.
Abukura has changed the complexion of Loudoun United, not only with this quality, but the confidence. Right through the legs and good soft feet as this ball comes out. Last ditch effort here from Forrest Lasso because you have Bidwa there at the doorstep. Needs to put that challenge in, needs to get it right, and the big center back does.
Abukura whips it in, the header is in! Loudoun leads! Garrison Tubbs has completed the comeback for Loudoun United.
sheer willingness from the center back. Good ball in from Abukura. He eludes his individual marker, and then he just beats Bill Hamid to the spot. Understanding that you have the right body position, you just need to swivel your hips and shoulders towards that goal mouth. Textbook header, and you see what it means for every single player for Loudoun United. Off to the corner to celebrate.
The yellow card for Tubbs for taking his jersey off. This could be a magical season, though, for Loudoun United. They've never made the playoffs before. They put themselves in a great spot to get the job done, and they are right there now out in front of the Rowdies after trailing. Luis Alvarez coming into the game for Aaron Guillen. Change. It's an attacker for a defender. Long ball forward. Lasso nods it along. Here's Azokar. Still 5 minutes to go in this game. Tampa Bay still have time. Alvarez floats it in. Away by Tubbs. Long ball over the top again. Headed down, Mendez. Collision there at the top of the area. Continues on! An equalizer! What a hit for the Rowdies! Level at 2-2!
What a turn. This is from Joey Skinner. As Learman gets drawn in for Vicius, creates a little bit of separation. And notice the amount of power he generates on his preferred left foot. Great technical ability, gets his hips around it, and just ropes this thing into that near post. Fantastic goal from the sub.
Just when you thought the Rowdies were out of it, an unlikely player steps up in Joey Skinner. Second goal of the year. Here comes Loudoun again. Benoit deflecting out of play. Corner kick, Loudoun. Three minutes to go. The twists and turns this game has taken. They just scored from a corner kick moments ago. Abdelatif Abukura set to deliver. In swinger. This time, White heads it clear. McCabe. Nodded down, flag is up for offside. We're hearing we could play an extra 2 minutes past the minimum of 12. We're hearing it's gonna be 14 now. I don't know if you didn't have any Sunday night plans, Ricky.
This is my plan.
Yeah.
Hang out with you, Joshua.
Yeah. Another throw in coming for Tampa Bay. And the way this game started, I don't think I would have believed you if you said we'd get 4 goals in this one, but here we are. Still with about 4 minutes to go, we think. Arteaga. I don't see the number 9 take those throw-ins all too often, but because he has that long throw, Tampa Bay would like to utilize it.
Also, Forrest Lasso, always the intended target, looking for the flick on.
Skinner. Blocked. Here's Ryan for Benoit. Zabukura in support, no foul. Long run back the other way. Just looping out of play. It will be a corner kick. Or rather, it will be a goal kick. One back in the middle. Here come the Rowdies. Azokar gets it out wide. Alvarez cuts it in. Pasillas out of play. It was the opportunity for the Rowdies. Back the other way, quickly. Wyke. Zach Ryan chasing after it. Bill Hamid gets there first. Over the top, Pasillas could be in as options. Blocked, Pasillas out of play. 2 opportunities. He could have won it twice for the Rowdies. It's turned over again. That is a foul. Below it goes down. I have no idea what has happened these last few minutes. Played over the top. Absolute chaos, but the best kind of chaos. It'll be a goal kick here for Bill Hamid. About a minute to go. Both teams have had chances to win this.
Specifically, the Tampa Bay Rowdies falls not once but twice to your preferred goal scorer, Pasillas. You do not need to go for power with those 2 actions. Just simply have a little bit of composure and open up your hips, and you will be the hero. 2 big-time misses from Pasillas.
Glasgow trying to motor around the corner. The cross coming in. Abukura collects. Cut back. And this one skied out of play by Benoit. Seconds remaining. All eyes to Thomas Snyder now. Full time from Segra Fields. What a match. The points are shared.
Just chaos.
And both managers are like, what did we just go through? My goodness. Hug for John Pascarella. Ryan Martin talking things over, and there's Dom Casciato. Bill Hamid back in the DMV, the former DC United star in goal. A heck of a game tonight at Segra Field. The points shared tonight at Segra Fields here in Loudoun County. What a match it was. Chances for both teams to win it at the end of this one. It's full time from Leesburg, Virginia. It finishes Loudoun 2, Tampa Bay 2. We'll wrap things up after this.
Super serving the DMV means covering the entire DMV.
Whether with a regional approach, so you know what's moving in and where the action will be.
And most importantly, so you know when it's getting serious.
DMV First Warn Days on DC News Now means you need to be weather aware.
So you can prepare, plan, and keep your family safe.
DC News Now, super serving the entire DMV. Get your forecast at dcnewsnow.com.
kind of future do you want? You have something worth fighting for.
Failure is not an option. Anyone? Just a second, Bradley. Anyone?
On this field, winners are born.
Hold on to your butts. I know who did it.
I know why.
My thing's bigger.
Shut up.
Settle up, partner.
Here goes nothing.
Get your game on.
Thanks for coming after me.
We look forward to our very bright future.
Full time tonight from Segra Fields. Everybody catch your breath. 2-2 between Loudoun and Tampa Bay. So much to catch you up on in this one. A physical battle. It felt like a playoff match. You can see the sign in the background. We want playoffs. Loudoun with this point a step closer to booking a spot in the USL Championship playoffs. The highlights from this one: Loudoun United, Tampa Bay Rowdies. In the second half, the point to the spot as Blake Bodley was brought down.
It's a clear foul. Will clips the heels of Bodley. It's a really well taken pen from Arteaga. Keeps his shoulders over the ball, wraps his hips around it, and bends it low and hard. Placement to perfection. No chance for Farouk. And you thought the Tampa Bay Rowdies, with the experience, would hold on to this game. But this is just so clever from Riley Bidwell. Notice the amount of times he peeks over his shoulders. Abu Khoury steps up. Doesn't hit it as clean as he would like. Scuffs it. He takes a little bit off it. Maybe changes the direction and sends Bill Hamid the wrong way. And going back the other way. Really good save for Farouk.
Save of the match is presented by Segra. He needed to make that save and push it out of harm's way.
The footwork here from Farouk. Notice how he stays centrally and takes that little bit of a step. Then explodes away from his body to push it wide of his goal mouth. Really good save for Farouk. And you thought Tugs won this game. Good ball in from Abu Khoury, beats Bill Hamid to the spot. Notice the way that he just wraps his shoulders around it. Jersey comes off, and he thought 3 points were in the back pocket of Loudoun United here at Segra Field.
Wouldn't quite be the case, because a couple of minutes later, Tampa Bay would find their moment.
What a fantastic bit of turn and skill this is from Skinner. Notice how quickly he gets his left foot around it and just tags this ball into that near post. No chance for Farouk. 2-2. We split the points.
Just a tremendous game here, and we look at the stats. What isn't shown here on the stats, the amount of fouls, 29 combined between the two teams.
Wasn't a lot of quality on the field. There was some really good goals scored. This game was all about physicality, personality, grit, and you see what it means to every single one of these players trying to get themselves into the playoffs. Ryan Martin and Dominic Asciato learned something about their side today.
The standings in the Eastern Conference, still a long way back into it for the Rowdies. They have some work to do here as they are still below the playoff line, having to make up 5 points between them and Indy 11. For Loudoun, they're back in the home playoff spots, but they still want to get as high as they can. They can still jump North Carolina.
For the Tampa Bay Rowdies, 3 out of your next 4 at home. For Dominic Asciato, you need to pick maximum points. And for Loudoun United and Ryan Martin, your top priority is trying to get a home playoff game. Haven't won in your last 3 games in USL Championship. Big opportunity coming up next week against Birmingham.
Well, that will do it for our coverage today from Leesburg, Virginia at Segra Field. What a match this was. Physical, intense, and everything you'd want in a build-up to the playoffs. For our entire crew, broadcast partner Ricky Lopez-Espin, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long from Segra Field. The full-time score, Loudoun United 2, Tampa Bay Rowdies 2. Good night from Leesburg, Virginia.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.